This is a good transition over to how do you feel about these rappers now moving into podcasting and content
I love it.
creation?
I love it. I think that's the future. I don't think that I don't see it as them crossing over. I see it as them growing. I see it as the next logical step. I think that if you look at the stats on music versus podcasting, like podcasting is growing much faster than music is. And it just makes sense to me that somebody that's an entertainer, and especially somebody that entertains with their voice, would switch from, not switch, but add podcasting into their
Right.
franchise that they're delivering to their fans.
There's a lot more money in it too because of ad space and all those different things, right? Different kind of sponsorship deals you can get.
Yeah.
But one thing that we've noticed though with the content creation is that you'll see people come on here and tell stories and sometimes may stretch the truth for a viral moment. And the only thing that I feel about that is that it's kind of disrespectful to hip hop history in a way when you
Or
do.
any history. Yeah.
Right. So I get it that everything, like, that's how social media works now, where it's just like everything you're trying to get that big moment, but at the cost of our culture, it's a little
It's
disappointing.
It is disappointing. It is disappointing. And it's also disappointing. We all have our memories and we all have what we remember and what we don't. The perfect example was when we were talking earlier about my team throwing in the towel. I don't remember that.
Right.
And I genuinely don't remember that. I think you know me well enough that if they did, I'd be like, yeah, they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't remember it like that. And then you're like, well, here's 6 people that do remember it like that. Well, okay, but I don't. So it's not that they're trying to have a viral moment or I'm trying to have a viral moment. It's that we're talking about something that happened 25 or more years ago. And we all have different memories. Like my memory is Juice saying, why can't I battle Eminem? Right. I'm sure he doesn't remember that. I'm sure his memory is whatever stood out to him from that moment, and we all have our different memories. And if we could all just get in a room together and each share what our memories are, it would give us a full sense of that moment. It's kind of like, let me take it out of hip hop for a minute, right? My sister and I grew up together. We're 3 years apart. Did she have the same parents I had? Like, my memories are so different from her memories of our childhood, like how we were raised. We have a lot of similarities too. Like, I know we were raised in the same house, but some of the stuff that she tells me, I'm like, really? Daddy was like that? I don't remember that. We have different vantage points, and Right. It's just natural that we would remember things differently. But you're right. It's if somebody is going to disrespect hip hop because they remember it differently, why not go and speak to the other people that were there and get their take on it before you disrespect it to see if your memory is accurate?
Well, some people what I mean? are purposely doing it, like lying, because they know that that's going to cause a viral moment. So it's not fact checking necessarily.
But what's the benefit of a viral moment? What's the benefit of 15 minutes of fame for somebody that's of no consequence in 2025? Like, if you have to do that to stand out, I guess I just don't understand what the point of going viral is.
Maybe showing that your podcast is popping and getting more sponsors, getting more numbers,
Like as a promotional tool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's sad. Then go punch Chris Brown in the face. Like, you'll get way more, you know what I mean? You'll get way more attention. Maybe it's bad attention, but you'll get way more attention.
Right.
A viral moment is a spike. It's a vanity metric. It's a spike in one moment, right? It's a blip on the screen.
So this is great too, because you can give us the woman perspective, right? Remember back in the day, it used to be such a big deal when a celebrity had a naked picture or a leaked sex tape or something, right? But now you got OnlyFans and you have female artists that even participate in more provocative content like that. What is it like for you to watch that shift in how female artists interact?
Weird. It's weird. It's sort of like what we're talking about before that, when we were talking about viral moments. If you think about it, like Kim Kardashian built her career off of a blowjob that she gave to Ray J. Right?
Well, she did a little more than just that, but yeah, basically.
That's just my point. Like, that was her claim to fame.
Mm-hmm.
That was her viral moment. And she built an
$1 billion
empire.
business.
Yes, off of that. Well, what about all the women that did that and didn't build an empire? Like, there's a lot of women that were given head back in the 90s to artists, right? Some filmed, some not. It's weird to me that somebody would, unless that's their thing, like if she has no qualms about doing that, more power to her. I couldn't do it.
But like the over sexualization that female rappers now focus on, right? I mean, we've had it in the past. We had Lil Kim, but it just seems like we don't have the Lauryn Hills as much. We don't have like these other artists that are.
I think we do. They just don't get the same attention.
Okay, that's it. They don't get the same amount of attention, right?
Yes, there's my favorite female rappers right now are a group called Girl Code. And that's a little incestuous because I've worked with them. Mm-hmm. So it's almost not fair for me to name drop them. But they're like a female Mobb Deep from the 90s. And I think they're amazing. And they're not overly sexualized at all. So I think that great rap, Lady London, I think great female rappers exist. It's just the ones that are sexualized stand out a little bit more. So we see them and we think that that's what it's all about, but it's not. That's like saying drill rap is running rap right now, or trap rap is running rap. Mm-hmm. And it's not. It's just one lane that is louder than other lanes. So people think that it's got more attention than everybody else. But the great thing about hip hop today is there's so much choice that we can really go listen to whatever we want. Like if I want to listen to female rappers that aren't sexualized, it's so easy to do. I just have to build a playlist of women that aren't talking about pussy or aren't ratchet.
Right. But back to what you were saying, the ones that are receiving the most attention from media outlets and everything are the ones that are talking about this. It kind of goes back to the news and the brainwashing effect of, you know, these little kids coming up. What are they mainly focused on or listening to? Right. The main outlets, who's being put in front of them, right? Not everyone has the foresight or the mental capacity to think, I want to think for myself. I want to figure out what else is out there. You know,
Agreed.
And that's a problem.
Can I take it even a step further? Because I think that you've touched on something that's really key. And the way algorithms work today is we get more of what we look at, right? Maybe not what we want. For example, a couple weeks ago, there was this spate of these AI memes, and I'm sure you saw them. It was like baby versions of adults. So it was like baby, little baby, right. Baby Busta Rhymes, baby Mike Tyson. And I was watching them because I thought it was funny. And then all of a sudden, my entire fucking feed were these memes. I couldn't get rid of them. And I'm like, what the fuck? Right. And it took like a good 7 or 8 days of me scrolling past them. Like I couldn't look at them because I knew if I stopped on one and looked at it, I was going to have another month of just baby, 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 baby shit, right? So the algorithm is now ramming stuff down our throat because it thinks that's what we want. But what it's doing is it's shaping discourse. It got a president elected, for Christ's sake. That's power. Like that's way more power than the media ever had. And it's drilling down on what we want more of. I noticed it when I was in New York. I was with my best friend and we were going to the 50th anniversary of hip hop at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, wow.
And we were waiting for the car service to pick us up at the hotel. And he was scrolling on his phone. I was scrolling on my phone. We were just doom scrolling because we were killing time. And I'm in my Explorer page and I kept showing him memes, and my Explorer page is like positive sayings and mental health stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff in there about avoidant versus anxious relationship behavior. There's stuff in there about self-esteem, positive self-esteem. There's stuff in there about unconscious beliefs and how it shapes people's self-destruction, right? It's that kind of shit. And I'm showing him stuff and laughing like, isn't this cool? This is so positive. And then he's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm on my Explorer page. And he goes to his Explorer page and it's all naked bitches. It's fat asses, it's tits, and it's old school cars. And he said, why is yours so different from mine? And I didn't have the heart to tell him, like, dude, this is obviously what you're looking at. So I'm like, how do I say this nicely? I'm like, fuck it. Let me just tell him. I'm like, you're getting more of what you look at. He's like, what? I'm like, you're getting more of what you look at. And he goes, well, I can look at positive stuff too. And then he spent like the whole next couple of days, like only clicking on positive stuff. And then all of a sudden his Explorer page looked like mine. And we're on the way home. This is like 4 or 5 days later. We're on the way home and he's like, look at my Explorer page now. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not real. This is you actively trying to change it. How long is it going to last? And then like 3 months later, we're back here in Atlanta. And I'm like, let me see your Explorer page. He's like, no. And his head went, no.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, okay, I get it. But my point is, it's always been that. The media gives us what we want more of. So if there's something sensational, like a sex tape or like a famous R&B singer peeing on a little girl, and that's what we're all passing around to each other, it's very hard for news outlets to say, oh, we're not going to give you more of what you need. We're going to be responsible and show you what you should be looking at, which is positivity. Algorithms just took it to the nth degree. Algorithms have now replaced media as news. So we get more of what we think. If you think Trump is a great motherfucker, you're going to get more pro-Trump stuff in your feed. If you think he's the biggest asshole on the planet, you're going to get more stuff proving that he's an asshole. So what's happening is we're all thinking we're right because our news and our facts are coming from what we're seeing.
Right.
So I'm going to argue that what I'm seeing is right. You're going to argue what you're seeing is right. And we're not going to hear each other because we think we're right. We think we're all seeing the same thing and each other is stupid. We don't realize that I'm not seeing the information about whatever we're arguing about from your point of view. And we stopped talking to each other. When did that happen?
Yeah. You know, though, but like some of these outlets, I feel like they are getting paid by the record labels to promote.
They are.
You know,
they are.
Yeah. So like, for example, Ice Spice and Lotto, they just released that song last night. And I look on my page and all the outlets post it within minutes of each other. The new song is out. The new video is out and all stuff. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, you know,
your algorithm must be all hip hop, because what's happening is they're buying hip hop media to promote that song, but they wouldn't be promoting it if it didn't already have some momentum. Like in 2025, you can't force a hit record anymore. Believe me, I've tried. You can't. Even the labels don't have enough money. So what they do is they seed it. They put it out to a couple of platforms. They see a reaction and then they put all their chips in and they go all in. So you're seeing a reaction from the reaction. It's not like they're just picking a song randomly and putting money behind it. It doesn't work like that anymore.
Right.
And it hasn't worked like that for a long time, honestly. If people didn't watch the Ray J Kardashian video, there would be no Kardashian reality show.
Right.
It's because people fueled that. We're still doing that, just in a different way. And by the way, this is just my opinion. I could be totally wrong. It's just how I see the world.